Why it sucks to be Noah. You're just a regular guy trying to be good in a world where everybody else has decided that morality is optional. You're minding your own business, probably farming or whatever 600-year-olds did back then. Suddenly, God shows up and says, "Hey, I've got some news. I'm going to drown everyone on Earth, except you and your family. Oh, and I need you to build a giant wooden box to save all the animals." Why you? The clock is ticking. God gives you the blueprints. 450 feet long, 75 feet wide, 45 feet tall, 3 decks, 1 window. Covered in pitch inside and out. It's basically a floating shoebox the size of a modern cruise ship, and you'd need to build it with Bronze Age tools. No power saws, no cranes, no video tutorials on YouTube. Just you, your 3 sons, and a bunch of trees that are not going to chop themselves down. So you start building for the next 120 years or so. Neighbors come, you're told that you're a crazy man, they don't believe that there will be a flood. And no, they cannot have a ticket. Your social credit drops to 0. You deal with mockery, laughter, and constant questions about your mental health. But at least your family is supportive, right? Not really. Imagine telling your sons, "Hey kids, I need you to spend your entire adult lives building a boat because God told me everybody else is gonna drown." Huh? They won't ever love you after this. Finally the ark is built. Now comes the easy part. Right? Nope. God says bring 2 of every kind of animal, plus 7 pairs of all the clean animals. What? That's somewhere around 7,000 animals you need to collect, house, and feed. The logistics are a nightmare. Where do you put the lions so that they don't eat the gazelles? How do you keep the termites from eating your brand new boat? How many pounds of bamboo does a panda actually need to eat every day? The animals arrive. God apparently helps with this part because otherwise you would still be chasing squirrels. And that is when the rain begins. Your neighbors are all suddenly very interested in getting in, and you sit there safe inside wondering if being right is worth it. So now you're floating. The entire world is underwater and you are stuck in a wooden box with your family and thousands of animals. Have you ever been to a petting zoo? Multiply that by 1,000 and trap it in a wooden box with poor ventilation. That is the smell that you sense. And then there's the feeding schedule. You and your family never sleep during the entire voyage because you were constantly feeding animals. One story even claims that you got bitten by a lion because you were late with its dinner. So you're sleep deprived, limping, and you smell like a barn on a hot summer day. And we haven't even talked about the noise. Thousands of animals all stuck in the same boat, screaming. Finally, after a year of this, yes, a year, the waters go down. You send out a raven. Nothing. You send out a dove. Nothing. You send out another dove. It comes back with an olive branch. Oh, land, sweet, beautiful land. You open the door and everything is gone. Everyone you knew, every building, every landmark, all washed away. Congratulations, Noah! You saved the world. Your reward? You have to rebuild civilization from scratch. So, what's the first thing you do? According to Genesis, you plant a vineyard, because after all that, you could really use a drink. The Bible specifically mentions you got drunk, like really drunk, naked in your tent drunk. You just witnessed the apocalypse, spent a year in a floating zoo, and now have to repopulate the world. That's a lot of stress. And this is also where things get really awkward. Your son Ham sees you naked and tells his brothers. Shem and Japheth cover you up without looking. When you wake up, you're so embarrassed or angry that you curse Ham's son Canaan. So now you have not only survived global destruction, but you've also managed to break your tiny remaining family. And these are the people who have to repopulate the earth. But here's the thing about your struggles. They were not just about you. Every person alive today exists because you were willing to be that crazy boat guy. You never asked for this job, you probably didn't even want it, but you did it anyway, and you fulfilled God's plan. If you survived this video, unlike most of Noah's neighbors, please like and subscribe and maybe build a small boat just in case.